alive. Go for it.
Immediately picking up from where we left off, just to refresh ourselves and set the scene. Over this stormy cliff face that you have all but one recently descended down at a great pace, the lapping waves and jagged rocks below cushioning the blow for most of you as the side of the cliff face sank 100 feet down to the ocean floor. Not the ocean floor, sorry, to the coastal floor. As you all sort of stabilize and get to your feet, some of you looking up can see a dwarf, instantly recognizable as Voldreth, in free fall above you all at this moment. And above him, the staff that is now floating free from both Voldreth's grasp, but now raising above him into the outstretched hand of this lich, floating now over 100 feet above your heads. As the storm is brewing and lightning striking the sea lines further down the coast to you, the dark figure is beginning to come into sight, and as it does, the sky is turning dark with it.
Well, we need to get out
At
of
the end
here.
of last
Stop.
at the end of last session, just before I throw it over to the players, Voldreth failed 2 saving throws in an attempt to, 1, hold on to the staff with every bit of his sanity, and 2, an attempt to break free from the recent mind control that was placed upon him with Dominate.
Mhm.
You are still presently charmed, Voldreth, and in freefall. And first to act in this initiative order is Salothar. However, at the end of this initiative order, we will enter into no more initiative.
Well,
Salothar, what do you do with your time?
I do my best to position myself to catch Voldred.
Very well. As the rest of the party sees this, Salothar awkwardly maneuvering himself, jumping over jagged rocks and the weight of his armor holding him down, the heroes of old gathering themselves. You watch as a large, bear-shaped, waterlogged mass of fur pulls herself up, stands up, and is dragging a motionless body of Varney with her. You can see another knight in armor coming to his feet, makes a whistle noise, and you watch as his dragon, Arian, is now making a descent towards the heroes of old. I hand the floor to my players.
Torbjorn would hit the water. Previously, his mind sort of broken after seeing his avatar perish. The second he hits the water, he gets shaken and his eyes go wide, and he realizes that this is not how he envisioned him helping his brethren to defeat this evil would end. And as he hits that water, he is inspired. And on that moment, that's the moment where Torbjorn levels up.
What level do you reach?
Level 9.
Level 9.
Which gives me access to 3rd level spells and boosts my proficiency by 1. And upon hitting the water, is there anyone else from the party or other significant NPCs that are also hitting the water?
All of you are combination of in the water, standing in the water, one or two, like Varney was just floating, he's now been grabbed by a large bear paw. The rest of the party, the current present company, can describe their current circumstances. What's Ariel up to? And Salothar looks like he's striding as best he can to position to catch Voldreth in some capacity. What's Ariel doing?
I was just thinking Thorburn might be able to help Sir Lothar potentially with a long strider if he has it.
Yo,
Ah, okay.
Torben is also underwater
Uh,
at the moment.
Ariel is kind of like at a loss of what to do. She's really like her mind is racing at what she can do to prevent this cataclysm basically from happening. Um, she has several ideas, but the question is if Voldred will survive. First of all, there are lots of factors basically, and there's a lot of recklessness going on in her mind too. Like she's willing to do crazy shit to uh to try to sway the tides of this combat. Um, yeah, that's kind of where she's at. Um,
Boulder is unconscious
we're
or
all
non-responsive.
just acting right now. We're all just acting.
Yeah, you have a dwarf plummeting towards you all. I'm buying
Okay.
you time until we reach that conclusion or resolution. So we know
Mm.
what Salothar's doing. It's the two of you.
As Torben comes up from the surface of the water, what does Torben see? Does Torben notice full breath falling?
With your passive perception, I think with your passive perception and the generic immediate information that you're so used to scanning with your trained skills, just you process everything instantly, but then immediately the brain snaps in, and with that inspiration, it's like, okay, where are we up to? Where's the staff? You look up and you see Valdreth in free fall.
Where he's gonna roughly land, is there enough terrain to span a net of webbing?
You can see that Salothar seems to be probably underneath, giving you a visual marker of where you could try and span it. If you want to throw it out, basically web Salothar, then you could try that.
Um,
Or are you trying to catch Valdreth mid-air with this shot and put him in a net?
Make a bouncy
Not
ball out of
quite sure how
over.
that was not quite sure how that will slow him down, but it would
Yeah,
it would
no. No,
encase him.
I don't know if Ariel wanted to say something.
no,
Okay.
I'm thinking.
Lothar! Arms up! And I'm just gonna shoot web. And I hope that Lothar keeps his arms up, because I'm shooting it roughly a feet above his head, and that's where it's gonna explode.
He will.
And whatever terrain is on the side for the web to stick to, and his arms is maybe a support pillar.
Okay. So that's interesting. As you fire this, you connect to one of the jagged pieces of terrain, one of the mounds that previously had you'd been stood upon moments before, now upended and on its side, horizontal, sticking up, creating this slight 6 or 7 foot ledge that spans the distance, creating this almost impromptu hammock. How wide is the web range?
Is a 20-foot cube, so 10 by 10 by 10.
Okay, more than
So
enough to create some kind of
20 by 10 by 20.
cushioning, some
Okay.
kind of cushioning for this blow, which will potentially reduce the damage of this roll somewhat. With a 100-foot drop, it is a d6 damage per 10 feet. Voldreth's max HP is 47.
6. Average of 35. Reduced by what?
Oh my god.
We'll be fine.
Oh my god.
Ariel, Any decisions, or is she even perhaps paralyzed in this moment to act?
I think she's a little bit paralyzed at the moment. Let's see what happens next. I'll let the others do this one.
Very well.
I have follow-up actions, but I think Voldred falling happens first.
Yeah.
In freefall, you have an attempt to try and regain control of your mind, Voldreth. That's how long you are falling.
Oh my god.
Could you please?
If I knew that though, I would do something. I would do something else. I would do something else with my action. If I knew that he
You-
had time to
You can.
roll.
Well, you've all had an action. He's getting his action. It's just a simple roll. That's all he's going to be able to make in this time.
Yeah, I know, but I can give him advantage, and that's quite meaningful.
That's fine. How does Ariel give him advantage?
She will cast protection from evil and good as a distance spell on.
What's the range of that?
It is touch normally, but it is 30 feet now with this. So she'll get as close as she can and cast it at the moment she can.
Okay. So we'll say on the timing
Hmm.
of this, you travel the majority of this drop. With your recent empowerment, Ariel, you reach out, you feel the spell connect, and Voldreth, as the consciousness within is speaking, you have advantage as some voice is ushering you, granting you protection from evil and good.
This is some Matrix slow-mo shit going on.
Yeah.
I mean, we've played the campaign for going on a year and 3/4, and we've basically traversed a month and a half. So yeah, it's all in Matrix time.
True.
Yeah.
Voldreth, with advantage, please can you make a wisdom saving throw?
Nice.
On a 22, that is a success.
Yay.
As your senses come to, you realize you're falling, and you're hearing the fast approaching sound of waves and voices and screams, and then everything hurts. So Lothar, I want you to roll just a d20. If you roll under a 5, you didn't quite get in the right place. 14. As a voluntary tribute to split the damage between yourself and Voldreth, both of you take 24 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oh my god.
You are bloody heavy, old dwarf.
And a
Oh
dwarf
God! Oh, what? Oh.
wrapped up in this web is now sat, having plummeted into you. You have gone under the waves. So all of that was as you come up to the surface. Voldreth lands.
As soon as that land happens, I drop the concentration on web.
Okay.
Voldreth, you now sink into the water.
Oh God! Come on, get up, old man.
And the next thing that I'll do is I will cast Water Walk. And I will cast it on every friendly creature that is within range up to 10. So the party and whatever relevant NPCs that are within 30 feet of me.
Okay. So we can walk on water. Cool.
If you're already submerged, the spell carries the target to the surface at a rate of 60 feet per second. So everyone just starts floating as if they have a life vest.
Nice.
We used this earlier.
Oh, we had a dwarf to catch!
Still could have used it earlier. Jesus, no! Is this death?
Notably no concentration
Right.
on Water Walk. Lasts an hour.
Well, we need to get out. Somehow.
What, we're not finishing this?
We have to. I can get us out if you want to just escape this, but what about the staff? What about the lich?
It looks
What
like we've
about
lost.
the shadow?
Looks like it lost. Unless you can bring that thing down. Like 5 minutes ago.
I'm not failing my
There
people
are-
again.
There are people that could transport us to a particular moment, but it will be risky.
Torbjorn, can you shoot the staff?
How far up is the staff?
Oh, well, it's over 100 feet, probably 120 feet. It's probably max range shot.
Let me double check that.
Unless you have sharpshooter. Then I think you make it clean.
Do I have sharpshooter? I don't think I do. No, I do not. No, because it's a gun. I had other
Mhm.
gun-related things. Yeah, I have a gunner feat. Does that do similar things?
Mm-mm.
Mm-mm.
Sharpshooter is like ignores cover, which is
Yeah.
effectively where I was going
Nope,
with
so
it.
that will
Like,
be a
the ledge
disadvantage
potentially
shot.
getting in the way of the shot kind of thing. Yes, disadvantage shot if at 120.
Well, I could try. Here goes nothing. 21.
You shoot. What shot do you use?
Slug round. Just a single
Okay.
fat lug of lead.
Very well. I need to roll a few things here. Okay. That was a 2 on the die.
Don't know if that's a
Hmm.
good thing or a bad thing.
I now need to roll a lot of d6s. I think whilst Torbjorn fires this shot, those who perhaps are keen mind and not the day before having something similar unfold, a thought would come to mind. As potentially this may have been a grave mistake to fire at a basically fully empowered Residium staff with an enchanted bullet, perhaps leading to some kind of explosion.
Well, since Lothar gave the suggestion, he obviously didn't think about it, so
If nobody is going to stop the
I'm-
action, if the shot fires, we shall proceed.
I think the shot's already been fired, but if Ariel sees an explosion of like a monumentous things happening, she's gonna try to take everyone into the Feywild like we discussed
Very well.
to protect us from that, whatever it is.
Ariel, would you like to describe what you cast?
She doesn't exactly cast, so like if anything, she would use up her remaining spell slots from her spell stash of gem sash with spell storing gems, because she probably needs that. She has no more spell slots of her own left. So she'd probably channel that kind of magic into just finding the right ley lines. She tried to reach everyone so that they were touching. By the looks of it, just doing something like this would be easy enough.
Okay.
But I don't know how distant everyone is. She just tried to reach everyone, touch them, and try to take them through the ley lines, the things that she feels are Feywild in the weird look of things right now. So whenever she perceives things that feel like home, she just kind of take one step and then followed by the other, and just take everyone there as quickly as possible.
As you're
So-
looking for these lines, you see beneath you, you can feel this seaweed. You can see two of your companions in very close proximity. Torbran, having come in close, cast the web, now takes this shot. It's possible for you to maneuver in this moment in response to what you experience and what you witness. You grab, you feel, you realize there's just something talking to you about this plant life that's touching your feet, and you hold on to it. And with that, with the guidance, with Mary's voice saying with yours, the word just comes to mind: home, home, home. As you think this, the shot echoes out. At the point of detonation, the brightest light is always pure white. As sight leaves you all, Ariel, your cast completes seeing this. The next thing all of you know is there's a crackling fireplace, a warmth of a hearth, the sound of very heavy footfalls, slow, slow, before it stops, and motion wherever you feel rickets and rocks as you feel descending before stopping as a loud thud. You hear a door creak open. Your senses come to. I would like all of you to roll a perception check, please. 6 for Ariel, that's on point. 20 for Torbran.
Oh wow, this has to be the first
19
good
for
perception.
Salothar.
This has to be the first good perception I rolled this
Aldrich.
campaign.
An ear-ringing blast just detonated Voldreth. Your mind only just coming to between feeling trapped somewhere in the depths of your own memories to suddenly being caught, sent underwater, come back to your surface, then yoinked at this white flash of light. Your mind's just on a roller coaster right now. Your senses are cooked. You're just taking this all in and trying to sort of stabilize and not hurl. Ariel, you're not quite focused on everything. You're still thinking of this home, 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 home.
Mm-hmm.
You would realize, but you don't see it, you sense it. Salothar, you've been in this room before. Torbran, you too. In fact, all of you have. Combination of sprawled across one of the tables, one of you's cooked and leant over an empty, fortunately,
Whoa.
cauldron, and the rest of you just sort of scattered amongst this home, this cottage that, as you look out the open windows, this is the cottage of Mary the Mad, that you were here at the start of this adventure.
What? Where?
What you will
No!
do?
No! Take me back! No!
Did you want to
What?
die?
I'd rather die with my brethren.
This way we have a shot of doing something.
If
Do
there's
what?
anything left to do,
I will remind you that we encountered a being in the Feywild that took us to a different time. We can try to find them, track them down. That was the
then what are
first
we
thought
going
I
to do?
had.
Just try again? Same
Yes.
thing?
Yes.
Fail again?
No. Look, I'm completely spent. I need
We need to
to
rest.
rest.
We need
Yes.
to rest, and then we'll decide on exactly what it is that we've seen, how we got
was-
here.
What was the shadowy creature?
I'm not sure.
From perspective, it looked like the sky was falling and turning black. Not a creature necessarily, not a single entity. Certainly, you were on the battlefield of avatars of gods and demons and devilkin and wizardry and magicry and a storm brewing. This was just an absorption of light completely. This is emptiness descending upon.
I'm not
Could it be a
entirely.
creature? You've never heard of such a creature, but what was the blackness? What was that darkness?
And I'm not sure whether our last little stunt even did anything. But correct me if there's something I don't understand here. We knew Varney's endgame, I suppose. Or at least saw the consequences of it. But what was Dan's role in all of that? If he could have just handed Varney the staff, why didn't they? Just go with that plan. Why did he have to give it to us and instruct us specifically to keep it out of his reach?
Does it really matter at this point?
Intentions matter because then we can make sense of exactly what Varney and Dan actually intend to do. And come up with something that doesn't leave us on the back foot all the time, which is where we've been. Whatever happened, we've always been maneuvered into a position where our foes profited. Every single turn.
Well, your guess is as good as mine. So what do we do now?
Solid question. We rest. And then, for lack of other ideas, we go with Ariel's. Although I dread to revisit that fight again. And, Voldred, what exactly were you trying to do back there at the end?
Trying to seal him away.
Well, isn't that exactly the same thing Varney was trying to do?
Oh, but I'd seal that thing away. Not.
I think you had the right idea. I just think we weren't synced at the right moment. I'm sorry, I should have cast that spell earlier. It would have changed things.
Well, it is what it is. But it would have still been a temporary reprieve. And that spell is only worth 100 years. Well, in 100 years, we're back at the same position somehow.
I would still return to that fight. I think
Can we?
we can. What was his
Well,
name? I don't remember. We had the deal with Mary, and instead we met with someone, a genie or something, here in the Feywild, who led us
I
somewhere else.
I
Help.
only remember the stories you guys told me about all of this.
Focus.
All right. No, wait. Off game. You got reminded by the fact that at one point Zivdar cast something on you, and it
Yeah, but
reminded you of what happened in the Feywild.
it's still
Yeah,
it's still overlaid on what he thought initially was happening.
yeah.
You
So
mean
it's still a
Hoko said
mess.
gin?
Yeah, that's what I would do.
Well,
Mhm.
either way, we need sleep before
Yes.
anything, and then we'll go find a gin.
Torben looks over at Ariel. So about Mary. She here?
No, Mary is with me.
I see.
Whatever else has triggered, that has already come to pass.
Alright.
Hmm.
Well, I guess you won't be needing this then, and Torben just starts strutting around the house looking for ingredients to get some supper going.
Make
We're
me an
gonna be holed up
investigation
here,
roll,
best
sir.
at least make a meal out of it.
Investigation roll, please, Dolbrin. Let's see what you find.
Oh, wait, before I say that, Torben is specifically gonna keep an eye out for what kind of honey was it? Fey honey? Was it just called
Fey
Fey
honey,
honey?
yeah.
Fey
Mhm.
honey. Investigation 7.
Okay. Not the most adept at delving your way through foreign-looking objects. Your keen senses are looking for specifically foodstuffs. The problem is, even for your exotic tasting food, you're not able to discern what is and isn't immediately edible or qualifying as foodstuffs in this, what you presume to be pantry, or perhaps more accurately described as laboratory specimens.
Oh my gosh.
There is amongst the following a caught and trapped, lovely looking butterfly that has half of its wings completely removed and the other half curled and enchanted in some grotesque looking fungi manner. An unconscious looking imp on the floor of its little cage. You can see some kind of cat like creature as it turns and looks at you. Its three heads all purr at you in a grotesque manner before it vanishes from sight. And then you just hear thud in the back of that cage.
Speaking of an unconscious imp, we have
Small,
one too carried with us. I guess
as
in the
you look,
meantime, she would have realized that his attack on Torbern was probably the same thing that happened to Voldred, so maybe she's a bit more appeased with him now.
as you look into your backpack, there is no imp
Oh, there is no imp. There we go.
as you find this. Torbran, you do find a extensive collection of corrupted looking fey creatures. And on a 7, you just hear this buzzing that catches your ears. And you see this, just a fey. Is it a wasp? Is it a bee? You don't know, but the two stingers that it has as horns, you instinctively know not to touch them. But that intrigues you to look in other places, perhaps not this room. We can come back and give you another investigation roll shortly. Valdres, I would say by now you probably find yourself sat up. What are you up to?
He's just depressed.
Oh,
Aw.
I've lost his stick. Oh. I've still got Slappy. Not the same.
as you look through your inventory, there is no Safi.
I was one to bloody walk. No, oh God. Let me find a stick. Jesus Christ. I'll find a stick.
As you head around it, looking through here, give me an investigation roll, please. 6. There's large cooking implements. There's large, elongated pieces of cutlery. There's no clear-cut stick or staff that you could see. And when you think about it, you never saw Mary walk with one, apart from that one time. And a thought sort of occurs to you. You now start looking for like a bedroom. So Lothar, what are you up to in the haunted house of
Oh, he's
Inquiry?
going to find a quiet corner and go to start tending to his gear.
Very well. How so? Polishing and cleaning in the moment of downtime, or in a manner of reviewing and analyzing what's busted, what's bent, what's damaged?
Thoroughly.
Well, the bit that concerns you is as you look down, expecting to see the armor you've been cladded in for some time. This is old. This is your older looking armor. This is your apparel from before your commission expired. This is your old heritage armor.
Okay, he's going to look at the sword.
What sword did you have previously?
Oh. As in
Was it
before
the
the
family
adventure
heirloom?
started, right?
Was it the
At
family
the
heirloom?
start,
Yep, basically.
Mm-hmm. You find sheathed as you unsheath it, your family heirloom.
Okay.
is that true for all of us? We all have our old gear. Much of it is still the
As
same
you
material,
all analyze your garments, your equipment, your weaponry is what you started this adventure with.
Mhm. Okay.
I
Was the
I
prelude of the
think
campaign.
I think
Campaign 4,
somebody's
everybody.
missing.
Above table, above table, above table. Salota.
I've got me. Wait, I've got me bloody book from the Avatar back. Oh, home.
You
That
do
Zork,
indeed.
she didn't take it from me.
You do indeed.
Aw.
Somebody
You
is
begin reading it.
messing with.
Yeah, I'll read it again.
Okay. Salota.
Somebody's messing with us.
I don't know what to tell you. I simply followed the route home. And because of Mary, who's with me now, we ended up here. I didn't ask her when to bring us.
Just bring you home.
Yeah. I do remember who it was that we met all that time ago, when we just wanted to avoid Mary's debt to us, with
Who
us.
was it?
It was a genie of time. His name was Hokos.
Well, at least we know who to find.
Yeah. He is a guide to those who need to be on their way. And he's loyal to the Wild Mother.
Colburn, make another investigation roll for me.
Investigation. 9.
9. In this scenario, having torn apart one of the rooms, looking through, you find what would be some kind of excuse of a storage for food. And lo and behold, in a small vial, the smell catches you, it guides you. This could be honey, but it smells significantly different to your normal senses of honey. in and amongst a plethora of cured meats. But you realize, are these meats in the shape of any cuts that you would recognize with your experienced culinary skills? Not of any creature you identify. There are no hare or venison or pork or steak. These are possibly people, acquaintances, lost souls. Dare you risk engaging in such consumption is up to you. But you find a cacophony of strange-looking, potentially edible items.
Corbin's gonna get a sack or a crate, whatever he can find, and he's just gonna sort of like shove.
Are you going to cook
every-
anything in the cauldron, or are you just like bagging all of this?
He's bagging it and he's taking it back to
All right.
the room with the cauldron where everyone else is. But he's gonna
Okay.
keep it out of sight for now. He's just gonna like cover it with like a cloth or something, or if it's a sack, the sack's closed.
So Torben comes back in. He's clearly just like, what's over here? What's over here? Just ferrying, making himself busy trying to tear this
Lothar,
place apart for anything he can salvage.
Yep, listening.
you how do I say it? You're capable of discerning poisons and diseases, right?
Discerning, not really. More like making sure you don't die from one.
What do you mean?
He can
I
heal
mean,
them.
if you get poisoned, I can make sure you don't die from getting poisoned.
That's good enough for me.
I could purify food and drink, but not now.
Do you want me to see if it's poisoned? As I look
Yeah,
in the
just
book.
come over with me, and I just take Folder to a different room.
Okay. The only other room here, by the way, there's like an entrance foyer, which is like a door and a doorway with effectively what would be a coat hood. The kitchen area with cauldron, one bedroom and one pantry-esque and one laboratory. Like that's it in a sort of circular
Okay,
visual
we'll,
thing.
we'll
So
go to.
you could pile into the bedroom.
I'll drag Volvid over to the kitchen, and we'll just keep our backs turned to Lothar and just sort of hobble together. It's like one by one, I will just start showing Volvid the pieces before putting them back. It's like, is this okay? Yeah.
I don't need to look at. Don't worry. What's in the bag's in the bag.
Detect poison and disease.
Oh, pain.
Perhaps so.
There is plenty in there. Disease, poison, toxins. There's plenty that isn't.
I'd like to see picture
You know
poison,
what,
but
ta-
maybe don't this time around.
It'll take too long. It's fine. Fine. Purify food and drink. Right, there we go.
Now we're talking.
So the bag immediately reveals itself, and a strong mix of like well-cured salted odor and repulsive stale completely frees up from the bag. You can immediately now detect yourself what was going off. Some of it is not purable. That which is shrivels and decays and is seemingly emitting these odors. The rest that is looks as good as new and freshly carved today.
Right. Using his very own chef's knife made from dwarf steel, Torben is just gonna start chopping all the good bits up, and he's gonna use his own pan. He doesn't trust the cauldron,
Okay,
and he's just gonna make supper for everyone with whatever good stuff remains.
very well. With a heave, you move the cauldron just off to the side to get access to the cooking cobbled fire that's beneath it. Voldreth, returning to reading your book. There's some chapters in here that are slightly different. You've read this book so many times, you could recite it verse to verse. And as you go, oh, yes, and this is where, and it's different. But as you think of it, you know it's different, but you can't quite place what it was supposed to be. So Lothar, What do you do? Yes, the dwarves are
Um,
mingling, huddling away, and cooking.
Once he's tended to his gear as far as he can, um, he's going to make himself a small shrine next to the window, and since he is now an oathbound paladin properly, he's going to get on with his evening prayer ritual.
Okay. As you begin to utter the words, a wind blows in and extinguishes your candle.
Ariel,
What?
is praying not allowed in Mary's house?
How should I know?
She's your friend.
She's not my friend. She's my relative, apparently. Uh,
Breaking any Feywild's taboo by trying to.
normally no, but I don't. I'm not familiar with this place. She'll say just kind of looking around. She hasn't really interacted with any of the things around, but she will take a moment to kind of look through maybe papers, scrolls, if anything. Like if she can read anything, she like offer.
Everything in this place
Yeah.
starts in disorder, disarray, not like ransacked and someone's run through it, though evidently bits and pieces have been dwarfed recently. You get the sense of familiarity sinking in, like a memory you can't place.
Mm-hmm.
Anything that you are now attempting to seek, you subconsciously know where it is in this place. So, what do you look for in particular?
So she would look for first of all, she would look for scrolls. Beyond that, she would look for any sort of papers that Mary might have of like contracts she's had, the dealings she's had with people. Specifically, she's looking to see if there is an interaction between her and Hokos. Like she's looking for that name in the papers that she
I see.
tries to find. And she
In
can
terms
read
of loose
Sylvan,
parchment,
Elven, and Draconic in case they're not common.
in terms of loose parchments, there's very few things. One seems to be like a cooking recipe and you realize no, this is definitely more like a potion brewing attempt. And there seems to be just memorandum stuff. There's no like hoard of texts. But as you go into the bedroom, you see there's a large chest at the foot of the bed. You instinctively know not to attempt to open this. And instead
Okay.
you watch as your hand almost subconsciously starts stroking the back of it. As the
Okay.
lid flicks up and a large tongue flops out and gnawing teeth as the mimic sits before you, almost like a lapdog lapping up at you.
Aw.
As you see stuck into the roof of its mouth or the roof of its lid, there's like a tome.
Can I have that
Do
boy?
you find the tongue spits it out in your general direction before
Okay.
wraps,
She picks
rolls
it up.
up and closes the lid.
Okay. A mimic dog. That's adorable. She's gonna just gonna look at it. Like, what is this thing? She'll open it.
Every part of history, diary, folklore, contract, interaction, spell. This is not a home. This is a life's work. There's a message that's addressed at the beginning. It says, Dear reader, at time of penning this, I know not your name, your face, though in time I will. I entrust my sanctuary, my sanity, and what's left of my fallen reputation into your hands now. Dying. Mary.
Wow. I think, yeah, she's gonna take to browsing it, looking through it, trying to sort of connect to what it is. I guess it's a really heavy tome. Obviously, she doesn't have time to read all of it now, but she's just browsing it, looking through
All
it,
right.
trying to understand what it is.
Give me a roll. You tell me what you think it is that's going to help you shift through. Bear in mind, there's no, and as much as there are like annotations in the columns inside, there's literally no bookmarking. Bookmarking, tab connectors, no, not part of this. In terms of, you realize this is a magically enchanted book. There are thousands of pages, and in some of them, you open them, you realize within the page is a subpage, and you open that, and that unfurls. There's another subpage, and it's like
Wow.
someone has just. This is, even if you had all the time, this is hundreds of thousands of pages nested in amongst each other.
Mm-hmm.
The tome itself, as you unfurl it, you realize you turn a page, the number for the pages almost feels like it's expanding, just going up like this.
Wow.
What would
Insightful.
you like to roll to try and just pick a page at random?
So she'd literally like close it and then just let it open by itself, and she would try to roll insight. To
Okay. Make an insight roll. There's 3
Okay.
tiers of this. There's like not a lot, there's something, and there's something very important.
Yeah.
We'll see what you get.
Mm,
Okay.
probably
On a
not that
9.
good.
Okay. You're looking intently for this focus. You're not seeing it.
Mm-hmm.
Instead, a page that comes to you. On this night, a small, hooded stranger wandering out in the wilds. I received news of this from one of my cuties. I ventured forth. I did not expect what would behold me that day, nor understand that I would meet you for the first time. The stranger, whose name I never secured, was wounded and seeking aid, and carrying a swaddled cloth. A small drawing, and underneath you can see, like, slipping out the page as you turn to it, there's a small couple of strands of some kind of fabric.
Mm-hmm. I'll
From the moment I look
instinctively
down at your eyes,
touch it, and like feel it.
it's very soft.
Mm-hmm.
It's very, very soft. This is not just silk. This is not just satin. This is the highest quality of elven craftsmanship that has ever existed. You don't even know what to call it.
Mm-hmm.
But if you had a bed sheet of this, you know you would get the best night's sleep ever.
Okay.
As I look down into your eyes, I knew not then you would be my savior. I took you in that night, on the cold night. Do you continue reading the page, or do you skip to
Yeah.
another one?
No, I want to read this. I'm invested, even if it might be useless.
The rest of this story, as I only penned a few things for this section,
Yeah.
unfolds as you realize, and there is something. I would like you to roll with advantage a history roll, please.
Oh, you're making me roll at -5. No, -1. Ah, it's fine. I can roll -1. 17.
17. This is sparking some very deep subconscious in you of a starry purple night sky, of a strange figure, an exchange that you don't remember the outcome of,
Mhm.
and then warmth and fire. And that's as much as you can make out from a buried subconscious thought from when you were but 2 days old, perhaps, maybe even earlier. You do not know.
Yeah, that is when changelings are usually taken. Like she'd heard of this, but it's interesting. This is when I was found. Wow. Okay. How many stories do you have for me, Mary, in this book you've left me?
A voice in your mind, all the time in the world to share now.
Wow.
But it's both your inner thoughts and her voice at the same time.
Mm-hmm. We should make
Meanwhile,
peace with your sister. She'll just say.
unfortunately, the role was not good enough for you to find. I hope
Yeah, yeah. No, it's
you
fine. It's
found
fine. But this was really nice. Yeah.
another end to this story in
Yeah.
some capacity.
Yeah.
Valdreth, what are you up to in this moment? As time is passing, food is cooking, the smell is wafting through this small, single bed student living accommodation.
Do I find a new walking stick?
You're hearing that commotion. You step in behind Ariel, who is suddenly the biggest bookworm you've ever seen. And you see on the side, next to this chest, you missed it before, it's actually almost blended in. You can see a large, gnarled, 2 meter tall. It could be driftwood, it could be craftsmanship, you're not sure, but you find the staff of Mary the Mad. This is an enchanter's staff of deep, ancient magic of the Feywild. Do you choose to add it to your inventory?
Yes.
Staff of Mary the Mad. Achievement unlocked. 10 points.
I'll show
Going
it
to
to
try and
Ariel.
go outside briefly. Have a look
Door
around.
opens as you approach it. You take a look around. Give me a perception roll, Salotha.
Coming right up.
Ariel seems to be engrossed in the book, Valdreth. Like she seems
Yeah.
to be holding some kind of thread.
Oh wow.
Double 16.
Nice.
The sky above you is purple. A lovely deep glow. It's nighttime here in the Feywild. The trees don't encroach too much, but you are in the depths of a wood. A little stream nearby. And with a 16, you know you see something motion in a tree above you. Not directly above you, but say within 20 feet. And then you see it again, and this time as light catches it, you realize it's a tail. And as you follow what you presume would be the scent, the logical location and tracking it back, you can see a set of eyes on a branch looking straight back at you. And a forked tongue hisses out in your general direction.
Hello to you too, I guess. Ariel, is the sky supposed to be purple?
That's that seems pretty standard, right? Like, yeah, yeah,
Feywild night.
yeah. Feywild night. Be careful outside, though. Remember, there are guards on the domain. They
Are
may
they?
not recognize you as allies. Wasn't there a manticore last time?
Something is looking out at me, so didn't shoot first, so I'm assuming it's at least somewhat friendly.
As light catches it, you can see a further mane and two folded, scaled-looking wings, and its long tail reveals several spikes.
Never mind. Found your manticore.
Yeah, I guess it is mine now. That's wild. Wow. She's just kind of like fascinatedly gonna go through the book, and I think this is it's not like a grand heroic moment, but it is a perfect moment for her to level up because first of all, she's absorbing a lot of knowledge from Mary, and second of all, it's a key and important like for her, it's a very personal and important time, and also it can blend into the long rest that we'll probably have, so it's rules and everything is fine. So yeah. I'm gonna make the level up on my sheet as well in the meantime.
Halbrin, how's the food making going? Would you like to make a cooking roll?
Yeah. That is a 14.
14. In this scenario, you get advantage.
I did 28 or I roll again.
It's 28 then.
Great.
Doesn't do much for the table though, because the table only goes to 20.
No. It does something greater.
Ooh.
So, that is considered a roll of 20 on the table. Would you like to
Mhm.
share that with the party?
That is +1 to all attack rolls and spell save DC
Ooh.
until the next long rest, which is probably going to be soon. But if we're going to be finding a manticore potentially,
As you complete this meal, you rally, you find some plates. You realize there's something more potent about it. Being crafted upon a witch's stove in the middle of the Fey realm, this meal does not just simply last until your next long rest. This is now a permanent stat increase to your character.
that's a good roll.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay.
Now, I wrote on here, this cannot be used an infinite number of times. There's an ad-libs.
Obviously.
It doesn't say how many times. I didn't get to that point, but it was. This is a one-time use. If he does it, you
So can you
Infinity
please
minus
give me
1.
the stats again so I can write them down?
+1 to all
+1
attack
to it.
rolls, including spell attack rolls, and +1 to spell DC, spell save DC. That's a good table roll to get a permanent buff on.
Now, the only
The
question
nice
is,
permanent
does
buff.
anybody not partake in the food?
What are you talking about?
I mean, Lothar's always eaten what Torbjorn cooked, so
That's true. That's true.
I remember how we used to eat when he was making poison shit, and now when he's doing the best meal he's ever done, we don't eat. Like, come on, this is.
and do I so this tastes good, but do I really want to know what's in it?
I don't even know what's in it. But it's been purified by Fulver, so it should be good. Sometimes
Oh,
the
if
shoot
we're
is
not
not.
dead in
Oh,
the
name the name.
we're not
But
dead
I
in the
would like.
morning.
Sorry, point of order. We'll go with Slothar and then Voldress, and then I'll do point of order.
Okay.
If we're not dead in the morning, he takes another bite.
Well, we could have been dead already anyway. At this point, we're
Yeah,
living
fair.
on borrowed time squared.
Voldress?
So as the meal's done, I'll walk out the bedroom with the new staff in hand.
Oh, I need some of this good food. Purified by me. Slowly
Found
say.
yourself
Totally safe.
found yourself another walking stick.
I did. It's
One that
name.
won't turn the world to ashes, probably. Or
Let's
is
not
that too much
scary
to
him.
hope?
He was on a bed.
Yeah, you can have that, I guess. I don't know.
What did he do?
How should I know? I can try to touch it and ask Mary inside my head.
There's no reply.
Yeah, I don't know.
Sweet, there's a stick. We're safe.
I will never trust sticks again.
As a point of order, by consuming this food, I would like all of you to make a Constitution saving throw, please.
Okay.
+3, everyone.
Torbrun, did you add that small little vial to this dish?
What little vial? Remind me.
Of what smelt like honey?
Oh, the honey. I would have poured that over as a little like a
Glaze.
glaze.
Is it on everybody's meal or is it just on yours?
I would have put it on mine, and I would have sort of given it to anyone who wanted to put it on.
I mean,
Okay.
if
I would like-
Torbrun does it,
I'm expecting most people to put it on.
So the
Would there have been
Constitution saving
any
throw
left?
is only applicable for those who put it on.
yes.
Would there be any
Lothar
left?
did.
Everyone?
As I was the last to sit down.
Yeah, I want
Yes,
it on.
there is plenty.
Okay, I would have
So-
put it on. Yep.
Okay. So, Constitution saving throw. We have a 20 from Torbrun.
23.
23 is 3 to all these scores. 23 is a success. A 3 for a 6 is a fail. A 13 is a fail. And a 22 is a success. 2 failures being Voldreth and Salothar. I love the idea that it's you two.
Okay.
In the Feywild, in the ancient mountains of continents in the real world above table, there's a type of bee that produces honey that is so laced with mind-altering abilities. The presence of colloquially described as you can get high as fuck. This is what I have been inspired by the definition of Fey honey. The two of you are now classed as off your tits. By the time you finish
Well,
this meal.
Lothar is going to find the nearest armchair and just crash in it completely spaced out. And mostly
But the
out of
world throws you into that chair. The world is just spiraling, and you don't know how you did it, but you know you're holding on for dear God in that chair.
And out of complete reflex, he's going to pull out his pipe, which he hasn't smoked in a while, and fix himself a nice pipe of tobacco to enjoy while whatever it is happening.
Voldreth, how do you take it?
I need to go outside and have a walk. Jesus. Oh, fresh air.
Do I see the manticore's eyes?
Give me a perception roll with disadvantage.
Please say I see them because this will be funny. Damn it, I
3.
don't.
However,
Did I hear Salothar talk about the manticore?
I don't think he. I think you were looking for your staff / reading
Yeah.
your book, so I will leave that up to you. But if you continue out the front door, it will approach you, most likely.
Okay,
I
cool.
will say that. So, how do you wish to play this?
What a day. Oh,
Making loads of noise.
that's some good food.
The bush next to
Oh.
you begins moving and walking towards you.
Oh, he's a cute doggy.
It's a bush. And then you realize it's not getting closer to you. The
Come
tree
on.
next to it, the tree just stands up and starts walking off into the forest. As you look up, it's a purple sky. There's 1 star. There's 2 stars. you are counting the stars, and there are thousands, and your eyes are just going like globe-sized before you just hear rustling, and you look down, and the water in the creek before your feet is talking to you. And then you feel the water's walking around, like the creek has left its banks, which are a good 5-6 feet recessed, and are now wrapping itself around you. You can see there's like some kind of watery faint line around your waist, and it's warm, almost like a fluffiness to this. And then a set of eyes appears in front of you of this water as the manticore wraps itself around you.
Well, ain't you a nice doggy? How are you?
I need you to
Stroking
make an
top.
animal handling check with disadvantage, please.
Okay, please be good for the first time this session. Nope.
4. Okay. You feel a sharp pain, but you think nothing of it at the moment. It immediately goes numb.
Well, that was very friendly of you. Well, you're warm. That's nice.
It's very warm. In fact, you could sleep right here, watching these stars and counting them. What do you
Let's
do?
see if I do. Would it be classed as concentration to stay awake at this point?
Yeah, if you want, with disadvantage.
Do I do a save or
Con-
just a constitution roll?
Constitution saving throw on that one.
Sick.
How do you
Okay.
roll like this?
Oh
Did
my
you guys see his rolls? Like, look
I
at
do, yeah.
the roll 20 and
3, 8,
just
5,
look
3.
at Waldron's rolls. No. 3, 8, 5, 3,
3.
6, 5.
Don't forget the natural
That's
one.
right. He's getting to double digits just one at a time.
There's a natural 1, yeah. Oh my god.
Does anybody look out the front door? Because Voldreth you just hear this like
Yeah,
thump
I feel
of
like
like
Ariel would
arms
have to
setting down.
play nurse at least a little bit. The two
Okay.
of them.
You go outside and you can see Voldreth is just there, eyes wide, smile on his mouth, and there is a manticore sat on his chest, licking all over him.
Okay.
But you can see like its thorny tail, the 3 piercings are stuck into the side of his like chest plate.
Uh, hey there. She's just gonna approach the manticore a little bit. Be like, please don't hurt him. He is friend. In Sylvan.
Pulls the tail out, wraps it around itself, and then just sits on his chest, coyly looking up at you.
Aw. Hey.
Have a name, you know.
I don't know it.
Rex.
Rex. Hey, Rex. I think I'll be around here often after I do the things we must do. Um, you're a guardian of this place, right?
Friend of Mary's.
So am I.
The voice is saying that in your mind. Like there's a proverbial echo of her voice in your head with every one of these words you're saying.
Yeah. Wow. As if she's not distracted enough just by being a person with -3 wisdom. She now has echoes of her voice in her brain. That's perfect.
Yep.
She's never gonna perceive anything ever again. It's good. -5 perception. Oh my god. Yeah. Cool. Okay. She's just gonna wander back inside.
He just
And
he's
I
just
guess I'll leave
what's for
Voldred
dinner?
out. Uh,
If it's not this thing.
uh, uh, hmm. Torbjorn?
Yeah, and Tormund is
Yeah,
just
yeah,
slowly
yeah,
walking outside,
yeah.
like stuffing his face.
Is there
Who
any
are you
food
talking to?
for Rex here
A
left?
manticore, a manticore that reminds you very much of like a manticore you have seen previously, is sat on top of Voldreth, who instantly goes from a very soft, comfortable, almost like reclined but stood up position. Like this is I'm the king of the castle here. To instantly stands up, hind leg, tail alert in the air, and growls at Torbjorn.
Tormund, one
Food
hand
for Rex?
filled with his bow, and the other's like he's like licking his fingers and just sort of with the other hand sort of grabbing his gun and just sort of shouldering it half in his hips, like
No, 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 no,
I
no,
mean,
no, 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 no,
he
no,
just
no, no,
lowers it
no, no,
slightly.
no, no.
Not
Food,
tomorrow's dinner, then I guess.
just food for
Mm,
Rex. Here, this is Rex. He needs
Rex's
food.
tongue, snake-like,
Oh, he
his
needs
fangs
food.
splits out.
Oh,
Yeah.
it
Where's
looks
the
like he's got a
doggy?
decent-sized meal over there, pointing at Fulred.
Yeah, that's the point. So he doesn't eat Waldred, who is tripping out on Fey honey. I guess I can
I,
relate to that. It must have
The-
happened to
the-
me at one point or another.
You've experimented with a
um,
child and learned that.
Yes.
so meanwhile, Lothar is completely spaced out, looking at the ceiling, and is when he notices Ariel walking in and hears the manticore
Oh,
growling, he's
oh,
just going to ask,
You're
you
inside.
don't. Though you don't hear this. The books start talking.
"Oh, okay.
These are the voices of the books. Is the conversation you're hearing?
Oh, okay, okay." But so, does anyone know why the ceiling's growling?
What?
Uh,
What are you on about?
Torben, why are you a book?
Forget it. Stuff your
it's
face with food.
fine. Like I said, Fey honey, you know, it's
What's Fey,
special.
honey?
It's
Rex
what you had.
immediately reclines and just says, "Oh, I see. I'll leave you to it. I don't want to clean up that mess in the morning." And he just jumps the creek, climbs up to another tree, and sits there.
Yeah.
Just before
So,
the second he turns around, he's like, he just does like a little little whistle, like, and he just throws like whatever piece of meat he has in his hand from his balls. He just throws it at the thing.
Without changing direction, the tail instantly, like it has its mind, just catches the food subconsciously as it takes it up the tree with it.
Well, that's that sorted.
Torbjorn, you don't know
Hi,
what the hell
doggy.
happened, but that water just walked up the tree.
All right. Well, I guess I'll have second round for dinner. For
Sorry, I
that.
said Torbjorn. I meant Voldreth. Sorry. The
he's going
party
to hand
return
the
instantly.
nearest. He's going to hand the nearest book his pipe and casually ask, "So, does this tobacco taste weird to you?"
The book now is floating into the room as the party returns back in. Who came in first? Because
Torben
this
was
is being
standing
asked
in
of
the
you.
doorway, so I guess Torben.
Okay.
What is Lothar holding or looking at when he's referring to tobacco?
He's got a pipe in his hand.
He's-
It looks like just you recognize his pipe. He's used it once or twice before.
What's with the pipe?
Does it taste funny?
I don't know. You tell me. You're the one who stuffed it in your face.
And takes another drag. I don't know, tastes sweeter than usual.
Or
Why
what
is the ceiling talking again?
So, Fey honey has some fascinating properties if you're not used to it. I guess,
Wait, honey?
yeah, the glaze we had on the meal. It tastes sweet, but also makes you feel a little spacey. You know, like.
And this, in his completely spaced out state, he starts laughing, but bellowing.
Okay.
And
I think
after the first, hmm?
I love how we finally explained the aloof nature of Ariel is just being one too many Bay Honey visits and has gone, you know what? I'm going to make the decision to quit.
Possible, yeah, that's likely.
So I got drunk. I finally got drunk, and he starts laughing again.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, kind of feels that way, I guess.
At that point, Salothar, warmth takes you. And are you a snorer?
In this state, he would be.
Just Grandad 3 floors above you, door wide open, singing to the heralds as he sleeps, snoring.
Well, do we put him outside?
No, there's a manticore outside. Just let him sleep in the chair. It's fine.
You look at that face and just like, and two birds, one stone. What's the problem?
It's just a human. He's probably only got like 40 years to live anyway.
Oh wow.
Voldreth, do you fall asleep outside or do you somehow drag
Get
yourself
back.
inside?
Well, since his blanket's gone, he goes back inside.
Okay.
Oh, the blanket.
And I think it would be quite potent for it just seems to it calls to you just the darkness, the darkness in this room. There's just one source of it. You guys watch as Voldreth clambers into the empty cauldron that was cast to the side, and he just curls up and falls to sleep in the cauldron.
Nice. Nice and dark in there.
I never considered sleeping like that. Looks rather comfortable.
Knees up to his chest. It does sort of concern you the fact the cauldron is big enough to fit a dwarf.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, that is slightly concerning.
For a second, Dorman's like, "What did we have for dinner?" And he's like, "Nope, nope, not going that way."
Very well. Two of the party are already fast asleep.
Ariel will go to sleep soon too. She just wants to send a message to the fairy queen with her fairy queen's kiss thing. She's not gonna say anything relevant. She's simply going to say like, "My queen, how are you? It has been far too long, and at this moment, I just find myself looking to hear your voice." I don't know exactly what
takes
moment in
a
time this is.
moment.
If it isn't like something that she already sent one per day or something, like I don't even know. But yeah.
It takes a moment. And the only reply you hear is, "We shall have words, sister."
Wow. That's unnerving, but yes, good, good. Thank you for giving me that as well. It's wow, yeah. Ariel's adventures in the Feywild after the campaign. Before the campaign and after the campaign.
Gross.
Yeah.
Torbern,
Mhm.
how do you wind down for the evening?
He looks over at Ariel. "You can have the bed. I'll be fine." He just out of his pocket, he just grabbed like a tiny little wooden cube, and he just and his magically chair of all sizes Just becomes like an
Turns
incredibly
into a big
comfortable
chair.
reclining chair, and he's
Ah, nice. Very cozy.
I am so happy you've taken that approach with it. And as you do, the chair perfectly fills whatever alcoves and weird afforded shapes of this floor plan that you create your mobile duvet out of in this space. The only uncomfortable thing about it is it's still chair texture and is still cold to the touch and is planked, but you've slept on worse things. It's not a stone cold wet rock, but it's not much better.
comfortable enough for Torrin.
Absolutely.
Nice.
As the sounds of the night in the Feywild stir, creatures in the deep awaken, flowers talking amongst themselves, lakes traveling uphill. The sky slowly transitions to its wonderful, verdant green as morning comes and fills the windows with such rays of light and colour. All of you can mark off a long rest, and any of you who have not yet leveled up, now level up. Who would be the first? And it's not going to be Salothar for the first time in the campaign to rouse.
Probably Ariel.
Either Ariel or Torrin,
Very well.
probably.
As you step out of the room, dressed in your attire, you see the dwarf sprawled inside the cauldron, now upside down, somehow face up, feet in the air. You see, just quietly stirring, a little purr to his breath, Salothar still asleep in the chair, and as you step in, I think that would probably alert the light sleeper that Torbran is, especially in his current predicament. The two of you exchange a look as the morning is yours in the Feywild, in Mary the Mad's house.
Hey.
That's-
So I was thinking of something. First of all, what a wonder a good meal can do. Second of all, I was thinking we're at the start of it all, and we literally can do anything we want, which is a crazy dimension to have to our entire adventure since we've met.
Just to think that I wanted to use you as bait the first time I saw you.
Eh, yeah, I remember.
I still think you would be great bait, though.
Great thing. Thank you. I think that's I feel like from you that's a compliment. So
You're so
With the
clueless to
talking
any
being up,
predator about.
Salothar.
would the talking be enough to wake him up?
Absolutely. You're no longer off your face, but your head
Oh,
is spinning.
oh. Yeah, now I see why the soldiers went for the latrines first thing in the morning. Oh,
I thought you could cure this shit. Guess you were wrong.
I don't want to.
oh, it's an experience.
Oh,
As Torben stands up, he realizes his left hand is holding another bowl of finished food, and his right hand is just completely drenched in whatever the food was, and he realizes he's just been eating in his sleep. He's just been finishing.
Okay.
The pan is now empty. He's just been eating it all night in his sleep without himself knowing. His entire beard is like
Very well.
sticky.
And how about Voldreth? How does he come to?
Trying to climb on the cauldron.
You try and push yourself up, and before you realize, no, hang on, I, that that's solid, and you don't quite. You have no understanding of your predicament as you immediately come to, and you just watch as the feet begin to frantically pedal in thin air before you right yourself and realize where you are. You're in the cauldron, and just like the dwarf head slowly emerges and just looks around at the rest of the party.
Hey there. You okay, Mildred?
Okay.
I grab my new stick and pry myself up.
Okay.
Okay. So we have a wealth of possibility before us. We are at the start of everything with some changes based on the things we've experienced on our adventures. What do we do now?
Well, you said finding that gin friend of yours could potentially.
Yes, he has mastery over time that even then was like they owed each other time or something, remember? Yeah.
Well, that might be awkward since we killed Dan. Did we
Yeah,
even
no,
kill Dan?
never mind that. I don't know. We are back at the start in many, many ways. But at the same time, we are not as we were back then. I have Mary with me now, and she keeps being there. She says, just kind of looking up a bit, as if at her own head. um, so there are changes, not in gears or such, but there are changes. So it's really about what we're going to do. Were we sure that, Baldred, were you sure that sealing away the gods was the right thing?
Stop that giant thing from coming.
Hmm.
True. But it would also have, kept in place everything else that led up to the desolation we saw at the end. I'm curious.
Did what Thorbrand do destroy the staff in that timeline?
Maybe. Maybe it just blew up. But the staff still remained intact. Question is, what brought us? Was it just your spellcasting, Ariel?
It was
Or did
everything I
something?
had left, and then some, considering it was
I'm
with
wondering whether
Mary.
something else or someone else interfered.
Hmm. Maybe. But we can't be paralyzed by indecision. We need to decide basically. What is good is that we are not in a position where we need to decide upon the threat of death, like at any moment. So we might as well make an informed decision then, whatever the change will be.
Oh, what are the options?
No,
For the sound of
We
it,
want
we
the
can.
world to endure, right? We don't want cataclysms. So
I mean, you're talking
whatever led
timelines,
to,
right? So
yeah.
does that mean that we've now ruined two worlds, timelines?
that nothing about timeline makes any sense to me anyway. So
I think whatever we left behind, if we manage to change it, will stay changed.
and this
Because
this is why we need the gods back, because mortals should not be able to do this.
Mhm.
This toying with outcomes at different point of the thread makes my
Mhm.
skin crawl.
So you trust the gods to do it instead for all of us?
Oh, they'd make plenty of mistakes. I'm well convinced of that. But I'm sure they wouldn't make as big of a mess as we are. And not just us, the ones in this room. You know,
Mhm.
us. As far as humankind is concerned, you've seen what we made of it.
Oh, we're talking humans, then yes, absolutely. So,
Mm.
what, we just call
It
it
is not my
quits,
call
or
to make.
Guys
No,
who have played in Riggs' previous campaigns, do you know anything that might have triggered? I'm talking to Idris here. Do you know anything that might have undone the situation that we're in now from
I have no
way
clue.
back?
I'm
'Cause,
just.
like,
Actually,
This is my poker face. Like you guys, playing your little Vulcan. This is potentially, as I said at the start, either the penultimate or ultimate episode. So enjoy
yeah,
your time.
yeah. We're just gonna drag this on for another 3 or 4 episodes if you let us do that. You realize that, right?
Mm, That's not happening.
Anyway. Yeah, okay. Yeah.
there isn't really nothing more I want right now than to go to the Golden Keep
Mhm.
and get Liz out and just ride to the end of the world away from all of this. But I can't, and we can't.
Yes, you can.
No, not if I want to live with myself afterwards. Whatever
Then
task.
live and do that afterwards. It's not that hard.
I mean, I can shoot you here if you want, if that's preferable.
And it doesn't sound my predicament, Corbin. As practical as it sounds. What happens if we turn out at that very same battle that we just lost and tip the scales? What happens to us? What happens to the us from there?
That's something we'll have to discover if we go down that route.
How would we even get back there?
With the genie, who can give us wishes. Last time we wished to safely pass through his domain, which was a delightful wish that cost him nothing at all, but it was still a wish. Please be careful with how you word things. I think I have mentioned this before, but we are in the Feywild.
Yeah, well, I will let our Feywild diplomat deal with
Oh
the
my gosh,
Feywild
diplomat.
nonsense.
No, you don't understand. Things are very weird for me right now in terms of the Feywild. I tried to message my queen and she thought I was Mary. I don't
Um,
think you want me as a diplomat right now.
Seeing how blunt I typically am, are you sure you want me doing the negotiations in this
No,
particular
I'm
war?
just telling you to be careful with how you word things because you will be saying things. You can't just sit there with your pipe and ignoring life. You will be saying things. So just be careful with what you say.
Why don't we just wish to be the
Oh,
gods?
I love how
What?
Celebtas just like negotiations will be short.
Yeah,
Why don't we just wish to become the gods? Surely we won't make the same mistake.
I mean,
I know.
is it even in his purview to grant something like that?
I don't know.
I don't think so. He has mastery over time, but I don't think he has mastery over the divine in general.
Over other planes that function by completely different rules compared to the material ones we inhabit?
Mm-hmm.
I'm
Well,
curious as to what change.
you could wish for Liz to be with
Voldred,
you, and then we could wish for us to be however far into the future where nature is flourishing again. Maybe, hopefully.
Valdred, you were reading the book again. Did that give you any insight into anything?
It's changed, but I don't know how.
How so? Like examples.
Well,
Spontaneous chapter
the
and verse for a cleric. Go.
Let us open up the book and
Yep.
see. Yeah.
The battle went a bit differently than I recall, but I
Okay.
can't remember what actually happened.
so how about long shot? Just message new Varney and see if he's changed.
Okay.
can you
You can
even
do that
tell?
across
Did you know him?
lanes.
How would you even be able to tell? Did you know him that well?
Well, if he's not trying to kill me or after the staff, maybe he's changed.
Or the events that would lead him to want to kill us haven't happened yet?
Okay, what if I message Dan?
Well, he's dead, right?
Yeah, he might not be.
Hmm. How many sendings can we waste on this?
Free.
Okay. Okay. I don't feel like we've ever had someone who's died come back, though. Has that ever happened in our travels so far?
I mean,
I
can
don't
killing
think so.
him in a point further down the thread make him dead in a point lower down the thread? Does time even allow for that?
Kind of, because Mary isn't here. Okay?
Uh,
She's with me. And we are at the time that we were when we met her initially.
As you say this, there's something about these words as they resonate in your hearing in Mary's voice. And you catch yourself in a bit of glass reflection, and a shocking image hits you back. As you don't see Ariel,
Oh, I see
you see
Mary.
Mary.
Wow.
Yeah. The rest of you see Ariel for clarity.
well, you look like you just saw a ghost.
Yeah. And all this time she would have been in her true form because she didn't bother to change anything in the meantime. She's gonna try to polymorph. Just a
Sure.
random say something and ask them if they see her or
Okay.
what they
You
see.
step outside. Probably know the Manticore Rex would be first, probably closest to see.
Yeah.
And before you even attempt to cast the spell, you just step outside, and he just says, "Morning, Mary. How are you today?"
She's just gonna walk back inside the hut and be like
Very well. What are those days? And
she's just shocked. Shell shocked. Yeah.
Saw another ghost.
So the manticore outside thinks I'm Mary. And I think you
Uh,
guys still see me,
well, you don't look like you
but
eat children for breakfast.
yeah, I think I do actually, and you just can see through that. She's just gonna kind of look at her hands, sort of seeing Mary's hands, I imagine, instead of
it's
her
weird.
own.
half of your brain's telling you to see the hands of a hag, and half is telling you to see your own. It's like
Yeah.
double vision overlay.
Yeah. Gosh. Okay. So wherever we're going, you're gonna have the sister of the fairy queen by your side. That's something. Oh my gosh.
Huh.
That still leaves us without a decision.
Yes.
So let's say we go to the Jinn. What are we gonna ask of the Jinn?
Send us back to. Yeah, where? Exactly. What
When?
point?
What are you trying to achieve by going back again?
Maybe tip the battle?
The closest point we got was when Voldred was trying to seal away the gods, and that was the closest to a certain decision, which we need to decide if we want to do or if we want to change. Because if we want to change it, we'll have to go back earlier.
I still think sealing the gods away is just buying more time for somebody else to fix the problem.
Okay. Then
Which, at the end of the day, maybe is not a bad choice, but just pushing the
I don't know much
disaster.
about I don't know much about the history of the material plane. When did things start going south? It's a shattered land. It's
Oh,
like a
south immediately after. So, as soon as the gods were sealed away,
Mhm.
all the magical energies that used to be contained and are portrayed in the world were completely free. Almost everyone had some low level up capacity to do magic,
Mhm.
but everything about the world was completely messed up. The only place you could ever find food was the Iron Dominion because, as his last blessing to the people that worship him, Torm blessed the land so it would still give, food. Interesting choice for a god of righteous warfare, but it is that.
Well,
Everyone just subsided on conjured food.
I would just like to remind you how we all felt yesterday before Torbrand's lovely meal and how we felt afterwards. It's a good decision to give food for the people that will fight for you.
I know.
Hmm.
But
Okay,
essentially,
so
it turned the
the god
world into
being
a
sealed
powder keg.
away, yeah, the god being sealed away does that. Okay. So why were they trying to do it in the first place? Si kahit malak
because
na
of the
bache. Go ahead.
because of the war,
Go ahead.
because of the war we were witnessing.
Okay, the war we were witnessing. And what was that war? I mean, I saw a bit of it, but I don't know what it was all about.
The abyss biting and taking a very sizable chunk of the material plane.
Okay, the abyss. Okay.
So
How did how
it
did
ended
the
the war
how was the abyss able to do that, and why didn't the gods stop it if they were like the charges of the material realm? I'm asking
uh,
really basic history questions.
well,
And this
because
conversation continues.
Yes.
the only way in which the gods directly acted in the material plane was through their own priesthood and emissaries. Because all the gods kind of low level competed for influence.
Mhm.
And so they wouldn't just tear the plane apart with their games. They decided on a minimalist, intervention. All but the abyss, which was just populated by demons who want to eat everything because they either like it or don't know better.
Okay.
And well, the abyss didn't play nice throughout the history of the material plane. several crusades were required to beat it back. But
And
as
they
it turns out,
failed.
they succeeded the first 4. But the Abyss only needed to get lucky once, as we've seen.
Mm-hmm.
And that led to the battle we witnessed. Where
I would
was the
like a history roll, Lothar, please.
Yes.
Relevant.
For more specifics, I think we're judging on treading that line of scholar into. There's as much. This is just for granted basic knowledge of a knight or a former knight of training.
Well,
And then there's a level that we're running down or fast
okay.
approaching. So
I
the
am
history roll
trying.
will find out how far you can keep going.
I am trying to keep it to what he would have learned as a knight with
And I
the
think you've done
Holy Order.
fantastic so far. This is more curiosity for me of when do I intervene?
Okay.
10. Right. Continue.
Continue.
I'll be back. I need a bio break. Continue.
Sure.
So, eventually, somehow, whatever happened, the demons managed to eventually establish a proper spearhead. It destroyed the citadel, which used to be the capital of the Kingdom of Arling, or what became the Iron Dominion afterwards. And the war escalated up until the battle we saw. Now, if I were to speculate, I'm not sure exactly what went on in the minds of the people who did the ritual, but they certainly felt that sealing everything away was, at the time, a good price to pay for sealing the abyss away as well.
Okay.
Live another day,
But
fight another day, I suppose.
if that item was strong enough to seal the gods away, surely it would have been strong enough to give them power over the abyss, right?
And he just shrugs at that.
Right? Voldred, you interacted with the staff most. Can it do that? Can it I don't know, unleash the gods' realms against the abyss, or can it?
It's a square circle.
It's a square circle.
I mean, it can release them if I do it backwards. I think
Okay.
we can try it. I mean, we could go back to the point where we found where the top of the staff was and take that before Varney does, and then beat my old self up for the staff. And
If
then we
you'll
have all
even be
3
there.
parts.
If you'll even be there. But yeah. But yeah.
And then I can release everything. Maybe
What
not
do
the
you
abyss. So, wait. So the incantation requires me to speak every language.
Okay.
What if I just don't speak abyssal?
Uh
Then the abyss doesn't hear it and they stay away.
I don't know.
I'm not sure.
Your guess is as good as mine. What do you think, Torbran?
You're all,
Nom 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 nom
you're all
nom.
just
Nom nom nom
talking
nom
magical
nom.
nonsense. I have no clue what you guys are on about.
Right, but what would you like to see happen? Like ultimately, at the end of the day, if we were just to have one outcome for this world we fought and bled for, what would it be?
We've lost it twice. We either make peace with that and walk away, or third time's the charm.
Yeah.
Going to leave Liz's boy a world in which he has to eat ash.
You know you
Might
Well,
can
not.
conjure something other than ash, right?
Oh no.
Is this some sort of Dominion limitation on conjured food.
If we don't intervene,
Sure,
we've seen
nothing.
what happens. Here's the thing. Somebody, I don't remember exactly because it was a cacophony of voices, but somebody explained that the spell was due to expire in 100 years, right?
It was?
That is correct. I do recall that. Yes.
So what if? And Varney, for some reason, with Dan in tow, were trying to prevent that.
They
Or
were
further
trying to
yet,
prevent the gods being released.
yes. Either that or whatever it is they were up to had the side effect of preventing the gods from returning. What if we see? This is why we've been playing into their game all the time. Because Dan pointed us in a certain direction and we just went, what if we just find one piece of the staff and go in hiding until the spell expires? No more wondering about. Sure, we have a target on our heads. But instead of forcing a clash with his popeship of death and taxes, we let whatever the seneschal and the great werewolf and whoever else was there at the council decided to just take its natural course again.
I guess that wouldn't bring back Moradin, would it?
It wouldn't.
Are you sure your god was dead? Can a god even die on the material plane?
For clarity, I was trying to describe those as avatars of the
Right,
deities.
okay.
You didn't have
Yeah.
like the general premise I have followed is should a god walk on the material plane would buckle under his weight.
I see.
Yeah.
So you've seen the
So, we know there's a part of the staff with the fairy queen. So we take that and then hide.
Or we just approach the fairy queen, explain our predicament, and help her fortify in case somebody comes looking for the missing piece.
But we've got Mary.
No, but Mary and the Queen are not alive at all.
Well, you're not Mary, you're Ariel, and I'm fairly convinced you can explain that.
I'm fairly sure I can't. I mean, my behavior will be strange to her, but she still. You don't understand. With sending, you know who messages you. There has never been a second when I doubted that she would talk to me or that before last night.
Well, who knows how deep the spell took root. But if you're obviously Ariel, for us, who have only known you for what, a couple of years, then I'm pretty sure somebody that you were as close to as the Fey Queen would recognize her own ward. There are questions she could ask
Yeah,
that only you would know.
yeah.
And somebody as long lived as her would probably understand what happened to you as well.
She kind of like she's tracing touching her hand, you know. Just she's obsessed with this right now. She's really like as she when she gets absent-minded, that's what she's doing. She's just tracing along her hand to see how it feels. It feels wrong, and it's weird.
Or we visit the genie and wish for the part of the staff.
And then what? Pray nobody
Again,
finds us?
he's
And then we
more
go
about
hide.
he's more about time than anything else, but it's an option. If we remember, the when Barney first claimed that he wanted the staff, uh, the other two, they just said, "Don't reforge it. Don't, just leave it broken."
And now we know why.
Yeah.
So we wish for the staff. Have Voldreth complete the incantation to release the gods?
Oh, then if the spell expires anyway, we just let it expire.
Can
Instead
we
of
wish
trying
for
to go,
100 years to pass while we have the staff?
well, we are
And
already
then
at
we
the
wish to go forward 100 years
Yeah,
with the staff.
and then it expires.
And then I have a fancy walking stick.
Kill
I like
that.
this plan.
we don't need 100 years.
Campaign summary: the quest for the dwarf stick.
We don't need 100 years. We are already at the tail end of that 100 years. The fact that, and he looks at himself, he looks at the age of where the campaign started, right?
Yeah,
All of
well,
you do.
not that much time passed anyway, technically.
The fact that I'm here,
Hell of a month and a half.
Yeah, a month
the
and a
fact
half.
that I'm here being
The
30,
net movement.
Yeah,
so
but
the
to
fact
be fair, it was something like across time.
the fact that I'm here being 38 and not swimming in my father's balls somewhere means we're close to the tail end of this.
Crude.
Okay. Uh,
So,
We already tried to take on Varney, and we failed. We tried to outpace him, and we failed. Right now we have the advantage, hopefully, that he has no idea where we are or what we're planning, or better yet, we have the advantage that he thinks we are on a very specific path. So that could also be an idea. If we're going to find the Jinn, we can, take the one piece of the staff that we can and just have him whisk us just enough over the threshold.
then it is wiser to get the staff from the Feywild since it is closest, and then find Hokos.
why don't we just...
Ask him to take us somewhere outside of time, somewhere where nothing can reach us.
Yeah.
Would Hocus be able to get the staff pieces for us?
I don't think so. Again, I'm going off the fact that his mastery is over time. I'm not sure he has the ability to turn any wish possible, but I think if it relates to time, he would be able to.
Well, maybe he can put us at a place in time where the staff was once complete, but by itself. And then take us there, and then we grab the staff while it's complete.
I don't know the history of the staff. Do you?
What's been used?
Well, that would be
probably.
that will probably be it at the very least before the ritual.
Mm-hmm.
So we go there, take the staff. And then wait it out with time travel speed shenanigans from Hokos.
Just hope the price is not going to be too overbearing.
Oh, we cleared this debt with Dan. Maybe that counts for something.
I
No,
don't think
if-
Dan is still alive. We should try to message him and see. At this moment in time, we were allies, so
Walrat?
I was sent to Dan.
What do you say?
Are you alive, my little halfling friend?
That'll be it.
You know when casting sending, whenever the spell should fail, there would just be a fizzle. There would just be like a crackle or distortion at the end of it. You realize it's like no receipt.
He's not alive.
that leaves Barney and whatever the fuck that shadow was. But that could have been like the abyss coming down upon the material realm and all that, from what I understand now.
With Dan dead, doesn't that mean that whatever next timeline that happens won't even have Dan to influence Varney?
I don't
I
think
don't
it was
think.
Dan influencing Varney.
I think it was Barney. Barney was the one who wanted the staff reforged.
Right, so was Varney right all along then?
With what?
Well, at the battle, they were doing some sort of incantation already, right? When we arrived.
Yeah, they were sealing the planes away. The issue wasn't necessarily with the gods as much as it was with the planes. And, you know, sealing the abyss so the demons don't end up overrunning the whole of the material plane.
Hmm. Well, that makes sense. So, why would we stop that?
It's not about
Uh,
stopping that. It's about what happens now, 100 years
mm,
later. Because ultimately, if we had sealed the gods away 100 years ago, to still have bought us 100 years, which is basically the same, more or less. The question is, what do we do now? Like, if the gods come back after 100 years, and if there's no staff to seal them away again or to break the world asunder, would would that just bring them back and things would get better?
well, they would at least be at a certain, I'm speculating here, they would at least be at a status quo at the beginning.
Mhm.
The abyss is not as entrenched as it was. It would still be a problem.
Hmm.
But then again, a manageable problem that we just have to manage better this time.
Well, at this rate, it seems more likely that I'll become friends with a manticore over us making a decision here. Can't believe I'm saying that.
Shall we vote?
I suggest we approach the Fairy Queen.
There is
Explain.
something in you, Ariel, that is very much fighting that concept.
Yeah, but I can still will myself against her, hopefully. Um, the fey piece of the staff was given willingly, Waldred. You just received it.
Yeah. He's just lifted by a throne.
Oh. Wow.
One could say you took it.
Stolen.
We can always steal it.
I
Oh
do
my
not.
god.
I do not want to antagonize another
Higher
unfathomably
being.
strong being.
Oh my gosh. Oh, look, it sounded like we had an idea down the path of taking a piece of the staff, keeping it hidden, keeping it outside of time, or doing something to it to protect it from being reforged. Do we all agree with that?
Yeah,
Well, it's better than making
I
friends with
agree.
a manticore, so let's go.
Oh no,
Let's go. Problem solved. Okay, so then the question remains, how do we do that? Like, what part do we take, and where would it be best to take?
the
When would it be best
closest,
to take it?
the closest one would be at the Fey Queen's court, wouldn't it be?
Above table, I would love to know how you're going to convince the Fairy Queen that she has been charged to keep hold of this staff and protect it above all others. Even so that in a time of war where she ought to be helping and leading her troops to combat, she stayed on her throne.
Yep,
You
that's
wish to
very
convince
unlikely.
that character. You wish to convince that character to not only bequeath it to you, because it is better in your hands.
We don't even
Yeah,
have to
yeah.
do that.
Waterproof plan,
We
right?
can just say, look, we're here to help you keep the thing safe for another couple of years. We'll take
Or
turns watching it.
we find Hokos, tell them to bring us in front of the staff at a point in time where the fairy queen is taking a leak. Grab the staff and have Hokos 5 seconds after he
Not sure.
teleports us back.
Oh my god, no.
Ariel,
There
you're
is a
aware that the
wild
house
idea. Wait, just a
is
second. There's
moving.
a wild idea that I had. Considering that the staff was reformed by our involvement, like we can't say we had no part in it. What
Mm.
about just telling Hokos to take us after the 100 years, and then maybe the staff will never be reforged?
It's about this point. It's not really been felt by all of you, but you realize. I think Torben would have been looking outside, and you realize, like every now and again, Torben, sort of the windows like shifted, like the views changed ever so slightly.
The hut moves.
Above table, as the players were to look down on the setting within Mary's house. Mary's house is stilted on its legs, and in the indecision of every time Ariel's been trying to suggest where to go, it is just pathing round in circles trying to figure out where it needs to go.
Oh my
You haven't
god! I
moved
don't want.
anywhere, but the house
I
is
don't want
walking in
to hold
circles.
the house.
Wait a minute. Torben looks out the window. He's like, looks down.
You're high up on the floor, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, it moves.
What? Wait. And he just sees like a almost perfect circle just being drawn in like the lines
Yep.
of the stills. Like,
Yep.
I think the house is part of us not making a decision here.
It
House, go that way, and
The
I
house.
just,
The
I just point in a random direction. House onwards.
doesn't do anything.
Bollocks. Worth a shot.
Hmm.
So,
at the very least, if we do approach the queen, you can square things off and, not leave you in a potentially antagonized position in this critical moment.
Yeah, but I can solve that down the line before the fate of the world is up for grabs. When I can actually. You remember how rude she was to the fairy queen, right?
Hmm.
That's their relationship. They're not allies, but at
And
least they're not
last, just
at
to
war.
refresh your mind, when
Yeah.
last you saw the two interact, you believe, Ariel, that you came to the conclusion that the Fairy Queen banished Mary.
Yeah. I think I remember that. What did banish even do? Isn't Mary also from the Feywild? It would send her away for a bit.
Basically just
Send her back to
kicked
her
her out the house,
domain.
kicked her out to the
Yeah.
house. Basically, it's just like you are not welcome here.
Exiled.
Yeah. Yeah, but she was a total bitch to her, to be fair. Like she interrupted the fairy queen at her fucking council. Like, come on. It was justified. Oof.
So, where do we go?
Above table, I think we should have this discussion to more detail outside of character, so we don't just drag this session on into an
Yeah, that's
endless debate.
fair. That's fair. I think it might be a good idea to have that over until the next time, and that will be that. Because
Probably.
yeah, roleplay wise, I think we've got it. We just need the actual
You have
conclusion.
basically I tried to let you get there. If you want, there is a conclusion sat at Hocus for you, and we can end session.
Mm-hmm.
It's up to you guys which way you wish to go on this. Like the Fairy Queen, I don't think there's a way that any of your party can convince the Fairy Queen to just give you her charge. That just won't happen under the circumstances that I know behind the scenes that you do not yet know with the setting I have
Okay.
put you in.
Okay.
And I don't want to, and I was trying very hard not to this, I don't want to railroad my ending,
Yeah.
but you basically discovered like we need to go to Hocus, like that is where I had anticipated this to go.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not railroading you if you want. It's just, yes, we will need another session. Otherwise, in about 15 minutes, we can wrap this session up. It's up to you guys.
Well, yeah, we need to
Well,
go to focus. That's
yeah, but
the
we
thing.
also need to decide what we ask him.
Yeah, well, we need to pick
That
the
is the
accurate
fun.
time. Yeah. And it might be shifty because we keep in mind everybody in the Feywild thinks you have Mary with you. So,
Why don't we teleport to a moment in time when we had a piece of the staff? Should be able to convince ourselves to hand that over.
assuming there will be duplicates of us.
Let's be real, you can steal it from an old man when he sleeps.
And then we just go in hiding for 100 years. In this
It
little...
doesn't
Not
take
100.
100 years.
It's already
Oh,
98 or 99 or
4
something.
years. Whatever it is.
Oh, right. We had a thing. Isn't your book dated?
I haven't got
There
that
were
book
two
anymore.
books. He has a tome from it's his what do you call it? Your I don't need components.
Holy symbol.
Holy.
Well, yes, it's his holy symbol is the tome he has. The Dear Diary was Sir Lothar's journal that you traded away with Azor's.
It was Dan's. Yeah. He gave it
Mm.
away.
Oh,
It's probably sat on a shelf somewhere in a courtroom-looking
we
environment
could
on a
go.
pile of furniture.
Pot kiln. That's where we went with the stuff.
Yeah, I mean, we can go to any point in time where we were with the staff. Like, we've even been in the Fae with the staff. I don't know what that means for the timeline, but
Oh, but we were sneaking about on the docks trying to, like, unload from the ship. Make some chaos. We could steal it in the night from an old man.
Yeah, this is why I'm saying we need to discuss this further because
I
in
mean,
RP we are going to spend a lot of time,
I mean, it
and I
is.
do not want to go facing the Jinn with this not clear.
Yes, true. We kind of need to know at least what, even if there's like a thing set up narratively, I would still say
There
that,
is 100% something that like.
yeah, I'm sure I can tell you.
I'm very tempted to be like, let's end the recording here because I don't want to spoil and I don't want to insinuate something. But yeah, so let's end the recording
All right.
here and we will
Goodbye.
conclude.